no, no. I don't want this. Do y'all want this? Do y'all want T.I. versus 50 Cent? I don't want this, okay? As an old head, as a hip-hop fan, I don't want this, all right? Both of them are some of the greatest artists to ever touch the microphone and made some of the best songs that you'll ever hear from rap, and it just sucks seeing this, but on the other hand, I understand because of the competitive aspect. So T.I. said that he could beat 50 Cent in a versus battle where they just compare catalogs and on a live stream. It's a big fun time. Nelly versus Ludacris was like the greatest moment of internet history. It felt like it was so awesome to watch that. And then 50 responded by posting a not so flattering picture of T.I.'s wife, and it's just escalated from there. T.I.'s son has gotten into it, and now we got a diss track from T.I.'s. Like, why? Why is this happening? So we're gonna listen to this diss track and see what's going on. I've been really bumping T.I.'s latest song, Let Him Know. That man, it just threw me straight back into the early 2000s. So I don't even know what's happening right now. This is wild. By the way, I haven't posted a video in like a month, but I'm here. I'll talk later. Love y'all. Let's go. All right, the right one.
Did a nigga y'all scared of, man? Man, fuck this Lego head ass nigga, man. Ain't nobody studying this fuck nigga, man.
Right.
Okay, they finally got the right one. Roll some, light one. That's alright, then. We're having for the night come. I don't like guns. I walk up on them knife some. Think he Tyson. Nigga, you ain't tough at my son. Ain't no fear here.
Okay.
Bitch, I'm a king and you a duck. You got no peer here. With smoke, you get your fair share. You wouldn't dare stare me in the eyes and move your dick sucker. Say that shit you say with your thumb. Boy, you's a big sucker. To me, you just a small man.
Okay, so beat is straight out of the early 2000s again. It's so funny listening to this. It's like a time capsule, it feels like. So said he's not tough as my son, but you act like you're Tyson. So he kind of brings his son into the picture there. It's also a weird bar because like you're not as tough as my son, but his son is the one online kind of going crazy right now. So is he saying that his son isn't tough or that his son is extremely tough and 50 thinks that he's big and tough, but he's not as tough as his son? I don't know. It's a weird bar. All right, I'm not the biggest fan of that bar because it can be taken in the wrong way, even though obviously he doesn't mean it in that way. I'm a king, you're a duck, you've got no peer here. He's ducking the battles. He's just a little quack duck. He's not tough, so he's kind of calling out some of his bigger ego stuff, and they called him a Lego head because he does have a big old square head. So, all right. So, man, time capsule is what this feels like.
Say that shit you say with your thumb. Boy, you's a big sucker.
Talking about internet thumbs.
You just a small man in a big shell. Bitch made ass nigga need pigtails. You take no issue with them white boy. It's only our people that you find to be an eyesore.
There we go.
Duck and Smoke, he won't even stand up for a legacy. I guess it cause he see a shit to fight for. Hey, listen, man, this shit ain't gonna go how you think it is. Nah. Down here we'll strip you out that shit, leave you with rabbit ears. And you ain't the only one with Grammy before you had a deal. You think you special, end up somewhere pushing daffodils. Nigga, you got less talent, you're less attractive, more average, you ain't got more motion, you just moving where it led traffic. You moved out where it rapping and the game.
That's a good bar right there. You ain't got more motion than me. You're just moving where there's less traffic. T.I.'s saying that he's in a field where there's all sorts of competition and there's all sorts of people to get around and move through, and 50's just taking the easy route. All right. Got some pretty basic lines like you're less attractive, you got less talent. I mean, I don't know about that. All right, let's ease it up. They both got crazy amounts of talent. Obviously throwing a little shade towards Eminem's way, saying you ain't got no problem with the white boy ever, but it's only people that look like us. It's only black people that you got problems with. Huh. All right. We're calling out some touchy subjects there. All right. Anytime Eminem gets thrown into the mix, that's where things are going to get dicey. I think he's just trying to use that as bait because he knows if he talks about him, it might get him to bring some stuff out. But we'll see. I don't think 50 will ever respond with a diss track again after the early 2000s era. But anyway.
You just moving where it led traffic. You moved out where it rapping and they gave you a DMX pack. You ain't that savage, nigga. You 5-0 dispatch. Oh, Tenor did, nigga. All mad. Kapuff let your.
That's a dope bar right there too, man. You ain't that savage. You 5-0. You dispatch because you know when they call the police over the radio 5-0, 50 cents. That's a nice bar. T.I.'s always kind of had it like that. All right, he's not been super lyrical. He's always been more of like a hit style of guy, but that's kind of how 50 Cent has been too. Like they just know how to tickle the eardrums in the right way. but he's kind of showing off some lyricism here. Okay, I like it.
Savage nigga, you 5-0 dispatch. Oh, Tender did nigga all mad, could puff, let your bitch have it. Gave her tartar sauce and mustard like a fish salmon. And goddamn it, if this nigga want drama, I'm not landing. Once it's up, I'm not landing. Truces is outlandish. Cause you're not that nigga and you're not that rich. Trying to stun on everybody with them white folks. They finally got the right one.
Okay, so bringing in the white folks. So what's wrong with the white folk? All right, I love hip hop. I probably spread more hip hop to more people than most people. Okay, and I'm a white dude. All right, come on, take it easy. All right, but yeah, I do like the little not landing double or homophone that he did right there. The knots landing soap opera. You want drama? I'm not landing. So that's a nice bar right there. And then I'm this high and I'm not landing. So he's doing some lyrical flexing that is pretty solid. I didn't really understand the mustard and the fish sandwich bar, but I'm not going to go back and rewind that. I don't want to take up too much time. It's fun. It's been a fun little dissy diss so far. We're halfway through it. But yeah, I don't think that 50 will ever respond on a diss track again, just because he's got so much stuff going on. I would love it. I personally would love it, even though I said at the beginning of this, nobody wants this, and I don't want this. I mean, we're this deep now. Might as well just keep it going, right? You know what I'm saying? He did say that 50 was not that rich. And that's I don't know. There are some little lines like that feel a little odd, but we're going to keep it going.
Okay, they finally got the right one. Roll some, light one, that's alright then. We'll have them for the night come. I don't like guns. I walk
bouncy.
up on them knife some. Think he Tyson. Nigga, you ain't tough as my son. Ain't no fear here. Bitch, I'm a king and you a joke. You got no fear here. With smoke, you get your fair share. You wouldn't dare stare me in the eyes and move your dick sucker. Say that shit you say with your thumb. Boy, you's a bitch. They say boo boo, bring your bitch ass outside, play in the street. You ain't no motherfucking gangster, you just pray on the weak. Man,
that's
all
a good
you
flow.
do is talk shit and hope it stay on the net. Play detective, catch your killers on some police shit. Grown men making meme, that's a weird ass flick. Kicking nigga while they down, you a sucker for that. Having a moment, hate to let this nigga inch in my life, but I give his ass a case to saw about him mentioning my wife. You hate women, get that why you can't keep one. You can't love them.
You hate women. I guess that's why you can't keep one. He's gotten some dirty flows right there. I like that. And again, kind of harping on him. It's like, bro, you a grown man, been a grown man for a bit, and you still online posting memes, talking with your thumbs. Like, that's not something to flex about. That's not something to be bragging about. And, 50 is notoriously, like, the greatest troll in internet history, it feels like. So he's like, that's your claim? All right, that's not something to be bragging about. Okay.
Can't keep one. You can't love them, cause from your mama you receive none. Oh no, you rather set fires to house it with babies in them. I got paperwork from niggas in prison, your name is in them. Peter Parker journalism, he saying, I guess I'm Venom. Morals won't break up in them. New Yorkers, you gon' defend them? This your king, huh? He been a
that was a kind of cool scheme with Spider-Man, Venom, and then New York, because he is from New York, and like Peter Parker journalism, you out here taking pictures of the bad guy. There's people in prison that's got your name in their paperwork, meaning that 50 was the one that kind of told on him, and he talked about police work and just all the schemes of 50 being a snitch and like sending people to prison. So he's kind of touching on street cred right there. So a nice big long scheme, tying it all together. And obviously Venom, Venom is Spider-Man's biggest villain in the third Spider-Man. But okay.
break up in them. New Yorkers, you gon' defend them? This
Also
your
talked
king,
about his
huh?
mom. I forgot to say
He been
that.
a victim from the get-go. Murder Inc. pumped his ass full of bullet holes. Cam did him like a hoe on the radio. Took losses from Rick Ross and Fat Joe. Jada spanked that baby thinking it's sweet. Kanye stood up to him, made it first.
Jadakiss did get him. I'm gonna give you that. But Fat Joe, I mean, that was just because he was like riding around with Murder Inc. and Ja Rule. And then they've been good for years. So I don't agree with the Ja Rule one, but Jadakiss definitely.
Kanye stood up to him, made it first week of defeat. It always happen. Too much yapping, niggas slapping your cheeks. So what the fuck you think gonna happen out here playing with me? You got the right one.
Okay, he ended it pretty solid right there. Just kind of touching back on the old beefs and like everything that he didn't really come out on top of. Him versus Kanye, the first week sales. I know Kanye beat him. I don't know what the numbers were, but what album was that? Was that Graduation maybe? It's like one of Kanye's biggest albums going up against 50 Cent, and I don't know. It was a big deal back then, but yeah. This is a fun diss, all right? And again, I would love to see 50 come back and say something, but I'm just assuming that he's going to continue to post pictures and memes, and that's really going to be the gist of it, unfortunately. Also, I mean, 50 isn't the musician that he used to be. You know, we've heard some of his songs and stuff that he's put out in recent years, and it's obviously, you know, people get older, they kind of, especially if they're not flexing that muscle, you're going to lose some of that ability, and when he's not making songs for 10, 15 years regularly, you know, you're going to lose that muscle, and that's just part of everything. So, yeah, that was the right one. T.I. I think somebody sent me something on Instagram of his son that responded to this. Let me see if I can find that picture real quick. I'm going to talk. Oh, wait, no, I took screenshots. Okay, cool. So his son responded to this and said, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson got shot 9 times, did nothing. This Lil' Kim, after she refused to go on a date with him, had to duck shots because of it and started making memes. Got smoked by Jadakiss and Styles P in a rap battle, okay? Talked tough and then ducked the beef with Fat Joe because he knew he couldn't F with Joe on a street level. I don't agree with that one. They had, like I said, it was just because he was riding with Ja Rule, and that was just like a byproduct of it. And they made up shortly after that. Got outsold and embarrassed by Kanye West on his 3rd album. Okay, so 50's 3rd album. No, that was Kanye's 3rd album. So that was that Graduation? I don't know. Anyway, knew he couldn't mess with Rick Ross musically, so he resorted to making skits. That's some BS right there. He's literally 10 times better than Rick Ross. Reposted a sex tape of Tierra Marie just because. I'm unaware of that. Has publicly disrespected Ashanti, Ciara, Vivica A. Fox, etc. for no reason. Helps produce a documentary on Diddy's transgressions, but won't speak on his own history of domestic violence and abuse. There is some material there. Makes fun of other rappers' families, but his older son hates him and calls him a deadbeat. His younger son was living in a house that Diddy was paying for. He burned his older son's mother's house. Yeah, he did mention that in this. I don't even know what that situation is. He said set fire to a house with a baby in it, so somehow that missed my radar. Diddy had his younger son's mother prostituting herself in his freak-off parties. Wow. The list of people he's disrespected over the years is endless. He came into the game creating unnecessary controversy, and near 30 years later, he's still the same attention whore. So his son, that was the response. He that's crazy. All right, this is just wild. Y'all let me know what you think of this battle, if anybody's even aware of this battle. And yeah, crazy stuff. I appreciate everybody watching. Life's been pretty chaotic the last few months, and I don't want to talk about it in this video, kind of what's going on. I might make another video addressing some stuff while I've been gone. But yeah, I appreciate you all. Shout out to everybody on the screen that is my Patreon members. They're awesome. But love you guys, and I will see you whenever I make another video. Don't know when that is. I just wanted to kind of pop through and make this one because this is too crazy to not talk about. Love y'all.